Remember, hate is always foolish. Love is always wise. I just felt like it was an appropriate time to, I don't know, just for the day I've had, yes, it's the appropriate thing to say, I guess. I don't know. Just random thoughts of the day. Hello everyone, it's Liam Catterson here, and we're going to be on the final series. We're going to begin the final series of Broadchurch. What has been an incredible journey from start to finish. It's just been really, really awesome stuff. And yeah, like I said, I've just been I think I said it, but I have been enjoying the journey. I mean, last season wasn't. Yes, there might have been that confusion midway through the season. I don't know. The vibe was just really, really fun for me, and that's why I was saying, you know, Series 2 is better, but no, it wasn't as good, as, you know, top tiered as Series 1 was, but it was still a really, really awesome series, and an awesome way to end out Series 2 from the last episode. So, yeah, I'm wondering what's going to happen now, since Alex's backstory, the whole case with Danny has been resolved, unfortunately, why I say unfortunately? Because Joe was let go. I'm not pissed. Don't get pissed, Liam. And, yeah, Alex's story with Sandbrook has been resolved, assuming it's been resolved or something. So, I'm not sure if we're going, because of course Series 2 was a continuation, I guess, with Series 1, so I don't know if there's going to be some kind of continuation since this is the final series. Or if we're going to be involved in something brand new, because I thought we were going to get that with Series 2, but we kind of did, but we kind of got a blast from the past as well. Sandbrook, of course, continuing from the unforbidden topic, of course. Like, we finally got closure on that, and we continue with the Danny's case. So I'm not sure what we're expecting with Series 3. But with that said, let's hope this is the beginning of what I hope is going to be a marvellous series. It's a Series 3, Episode 1. Let's go. Is it me or is the ratio a bit different? I don't mind that. Gives that kind of cinema feel. Broadchurch the movie.
Only got a first name, Trish.
Okay, did you say anything else? Right, thanks, Bob.
Yeah, that's Trish. So Ellie's back. Awesome.
Hi, Trish. Is
Not
it?
awesome. Trish upset.
My name's
Could do
Ellie.
with a hug.
I'm a detective with Wessex Police. You called about an attack? A sexual attack?
Oh shit. Bruises on the back of her neck? I'm not so sure. It looked like... Oh,
this is
God,
Alec. He's my colleague. We work together.
They're working... Yay!
Hi, Trish.
Yay!
I've just put an evidence
It
sheet
seemed like
on
the
seat
Series
as a
2
precaution
finale
when we
was
do
setting up for a
any evidence
breakaway.
false in their clothing.
It's nothing to worry about. Okay?
I do feel so... I do worry... Like, I'm a bit worried. Sexually assault cases... It's one of those things you just... That just hits you in the gut.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to be sorry about.
I'm feeling so bad for her.
Can you just stand
I mean, of course that's the norm, but
so it's private. Okay.
already you're just feeling this gut punch. And unfortunately, I mean, like child murder, this happens, and you just question how can there be such selfish cunts? How can there be selfish cunts?
Injuries, they don't look fresh. More like a couple of days old.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
If she's attacking that day, we need to find out when and what she's done since then. But if she's not ready to talk...
Maybe there was domestic violence going on.
When was the last stranger rape round there?
Who did this to me?
Don't think we've got an answer for that yet. Oh my god, this is not going to be a comfortable season, is it?
Is that where the attack happened? Was it during the party or after? Was it someone at the party?
I mean, this is not bringing comfortable memories, but, you know, they need...
I was outside.
They need
Someone
this.
hit me on the back of the head, knocked me out.
Whoa!
Kath's party was Saturday night, it's now Tuesday morning.
Long list of people to interview and eliminate. The attacker's still out there.
Hello?
Ellie.
Trish?
Yeah.
Alex not supposed to know.
You okay, Trish?
His face is like, wait.
Worked. I've locked all the doors and the windows.
Great. Try and rest.
His face. He's
You've got the panic alarm, don't be afraid to use it. And you can call me anytime.
just the way you just did it,
How am I
like,
gonna tell my
what?
daughter?
Always having a
There's a
I did
protocol.
not miss this, you know, when you weren't here. The constant berating.
She can't be ringing you all the time.
She's been raped!
I was gonna say it's like an old married couple bickering. Yeah, now things have... I mean, you have that humanity. You understand why Ellie did that. It's a thing with no CCTV unless you hide them in the trees. And, oh, yeah, I was gonna say, it looks good, but you've got evidence like that, and it can damn you to hell. But it looks like a good place to, you know, make the attack and get away with it.
Possible dried blood on that stone there.
But
And
you should
here?
always clean up. But then again, they'll
Eyes in
find
that
that
corner of
too.
a condom wrapper.
Shit!
Message for Trish. This is Beth Latimer.
So
I've been
Beth's
given
getting
your number. I think you might be
involved.
expecting my call. I
Ooh.
was hoping to come and see you either today or
This
tomorrow.
is going-
So if you want to give me a call back, my number here is 01632
Nice. So, it'll be very, very interesting to see Beth help out as well. Nice. So that was the neat. So, oh, wow. Mark wrote a book? I wish I could. I probably could, but it'd get rejected.
Violent attack, ligature traces, possible use of a condom. It starts to look like it was premeditated.
How about you do your dusting and you leave us to sort the conclusions out?
Well, I had a feeling this
You
was
should
all
say
planned.
sorry to Brian.
Sorry, Brian.
He wanted
Wonder
to
why
hear
we
that
call him
too.
shitface.
How long have they been calling me shitface?
Since you first arrived.
Really?
Put your dick in the bag,
Oh,
all right?
Paul! Alec.
Kath Atwood.
Yeah, hi.
Who's this
DSP
Kath?
DI Hardy Wessex, please. Could we have a
The
chat,
party.
please?
Oh, okay, right. Ed, can I have a couple of minutes? These people need a word.
Can you not see she's on shift?
For God's sake, Ed.
D.I. Hardy, D.S. Miller, Wessex,
Yeah,
please,
well,
will you?
there's
Ed
something
Burnett,
more
this is my
important.
shop. What's it concerning?
Ed.
Concerns her.
You make it quick.
No. Can we talk in private?
Yeah, look, if there's detectives here, that's
One
something
of your,
serious.
staff members, Trish Winterman.
We'll need to speak to my husband, Jim. He did the invites. His garage is in town. I'll give you his number.
How many people
I don't know why, something just sparked
I
up
don't
in my
know,
mind that
I'm
Kath
reading
knew.
tabs on final numbers in the end. We were just telling people to pitch up if they fancied it.
Roughly?
70, 80.
How many
Oh
men?
my god.
50-ish.
Great.
Soko are just starting work at the scene now.
Wait, sorry, when did she report this?
Last night.
Yeah, it's
But
been
the
a couple
attack
of
happened on
days.
Saturday. It's a bit of a gap.
Yep.
Are we sure she's genuine?
When you've completed your sexual offences training, Katie, you will understand we always start from a position of believing the victim.
Ooh.
Given the
But
specific
how?
injuries, the details of her account, matching facts at the
I
possible
mean,
crime
it's
scene, and an
due
overall
to
assessment of her
handling.
emotional state, we are working on the assumption it's genuine.
It's just asking
I
a
mean,
question.
some
All right.
people,
You
you
know,
know, are
forgive you?
scared.
What? I am
Oh.
so sorry. He's so
Oh,
sorry,
it's
aren't you?
Tom-
So
it's
sorry.
Tom growing?
Yeah, really sorry.
I mean, where did you even get this? Oh, I didn't
Oh,
mean to
Tom.
press. I don't. How did? I'm sorry.
Okay, moving on.
Porn? Why?
Everyone watches this stuff.
You are
I
not
don't.
everyone. You're better than that. You have to be better than that.
Who believe?
I will
I'm
not
kidding.
have you be your father's son.
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say that comments from the headmistress. Yikes.
Absolutely cannot afford to wait.
Hey!
Preliminary results, whatever you can tell me. As soon as you can. Thank you.
Sorry,
darling, didn't mean to see you in.
Fine.
Is it Daisy?
She's not answering to you. She probably wants to be on her own.
I just feel like it's our fault.
Why? 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 I knew she had something. Well, I'm not jumping to conclusions,
Any
but
of the questions they told us to prepare.
I did say, why do I have a feeling she might be involved? But then again, it could be that guilt. Oh, this wouldn't have happened.
If a woman around here has been attacked, I don't want either of you walking anywhere alone after dark.
We don't need you looking after us.
It's been a bit of a couple of years, I guess, but still frosty.
Thanks for dinner.
Dad, don't go.
Mark, come on.
Bye, little Lizbug. Look after your mum and sister, will you?
That went well!
See you Thursday after the French exam?
Yeah, cinema.
Mark, I didn't mean to...
Well,
Well, he hardly comes around anymore. Don't have to say things like that.
it hardly comes. Wait, if them two parted ways? This is either blue balling us or... I knew it.
Hello? Ellie?
Trish, you alright?
I remembered. There was something in my mouth. He put something in there to gag me. And I thought
Silence to scream.
And I stopped.
We have a sexual predator who is a danger to the public.
And we need to slice his balls off. Yeah, like I said, I had a feeling this was, planned out because these people are sick. These people are sick bastards. That was a really interesting start to series 3 of Broadchurch, and by interesting, it wasn't like, It was like, we're entering new territory, and it seems to be very, very juicy. Like, we've got a new case going on. It's, like Series 1, we're on this mystery and whodunit. And so far, it's looking like, Kath and Jim had something to do with the attack. Probably not, because we all know, like, giving the formula of Series 1 on the whodunit thing, it looks, damning for one if they've got to be, like, Susan with the skateboard, why did they take it? But yeah, it's probably a red herring, and he just, that brand must be the thing in Broadchurch rather than going for a different type of Durex or whatever. So yeah, it's probably a red herring, and the whole I feel like this is our fault thing could be down to the fact of, well, if we didn't host this party. Yeah, or if we had a watchful eye over everyone, then maybe this wouldn't have happened. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Hey, it might be, Jim or whatever, and Jim might have planned this all on his own or whatever because of the fact that I'm going back to Series 2 Broadchurch when there was potential suspects to the murder of Lisa and Pippa, and how. Lee was involved with, one of the murders, even though he was down for the Pippa thing. Like, he did kill Pippa, so don't mind me. But there was a lot of, misdirections, and it all came back down to Lee at the end. So, yeah. Of course, with a few more assistants, but he was, at the end of the day, he was still the one who did it, like Alec imagined. Yeah, but like I said, it was very, very interesting. I'm going to be very, very interested to see how they do take this story, because like I said, it's one of those things where I just feel so bad, and it's like I know this is a really, really sensitive subject, so depending on where they take this emotionally for the next 7 episodes, it's going to be very, very It's going to be very, very emotional, I feel, and yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be a kicker throughout. But what I loved about this story was, you know, the fact that, you know, we focused a lot on Alec and Ellie for I don't know, halfway point. I thought this was going to be entirely, like, no cuts to, you know, what the rest of the residents are doing at Broadchurch. And we only really got the Latimer's side of things, included with, you know, Paul. But he was, you know, siding with Mark, so with the whole book release thing about, you know, his story about the whole Danny thing. Which I think is really, really fitting, considering, you know, Danny was the one who started this off and his legacy kind of continues on in the Broadchurch world. So, yeah, I think that was a fitting thing to deal with. But, yeah, them separated. Ouch. I mean, it was a bit on the rocks, wasn't it? And I've still seen a lot more, you know, questionable relationships that have, you know, lasted. Yeah, they were a bit of a problem, not just through Series 1, but Series 2, of course, when, you know, Beth found out he was originally going to leave her. I mean, that understandable, because, you know, this, you just think, well, if Danny didn't get murdered, then he could have potentially, you know, sealed the deal. So, yeah, but it seems like Mark is still coming round in support of Liz, so, because that would be really, really shitty as well for, the child to grow up with his father banished, so, yeah. It seems like a bit of a time jump. I believe, Series 1's end was and Series 2's beginning was 6 months, and it seems to be a couple of years, because they did mention, you know, it's been 3 years, so it wouldn't even be a year, since Danny got murdered when Series 2 began. So yeah, there seems to be a bit of a time jump, which is really, really neat stuff. And that's why Tom looks a bit older. Naughty Tom, by the way. But yeah, it was, like I said, it was just really, really, great how a lot of the focus featured Alec and Ellie getting involved in this whole rape ordeal, you know, setting up the foundations of what I believe might be a very interesting, and tasty season, because, especially with the fact that there could be a lot of suspects, could Trish's husband be invited to that party, maybe? I don't know. He might seem to have a factor into this, because I did think, you know, when they talked about fresh wounds, yeah, I was thinking, wait, could there be some kind of domestics going on? But, of course, it made sense that, when it clicked in, that Trish just couldn't bear telling for those couple of days. And, you know, that happens. I mean, sometimes it could be years. So this is a very fortunate situation, I guess, that she's come through, because we can still serve justice. Because sometimes people who were sexually assaulted could report about this, and the person who sexually assaulted them could be dead. So we've still got that opportunity, unless something happens to the killer. So we don't know. The person who committed. I see, I'm so used to the whole killing situation on Broadchurch, I've resorted to that. It's like muscle memory. But yes, it could still happen. Like the person who committed the attack could die. So, and what a shitty way that would be. Like, this is the final series, so you want to end on some kind of justice at least, because Joe's walking free. Well, at least we got Sandbrook, we got a bit of justice, I think, because that wasn't touched up upon. Like, what happened to Claire? Well, I assume they got incarcerated for what they did. So, I don't think that really needs saying. But, yeah, like I said, there seems to be this really, really interesting setup for Series 3, especially with the fact that we have 50 suspects to, you know, cross off, and that will be going on throughout this. And that's the thing. I mean, they're not going to introduce all the characters. It's going to be like Danny's situation, where we saw a few characters who were one-offs, like the male guy who was arguing with Danny. He was a one-off. But this is going to be multiplied because there's 50 characters and all that, so maybe all of them will be Brad. Well, we've already seen Jim so far. But like I said, her ex could be just to thin the herd a bit, and that would be it, unless you just cram in some guys who we've already seen, like Nigel or whatever. But like I said, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they proceed this, and how, like, there's a lot of characters to go through, and, you know, what Broadchurch loves to do is blue ballers, like I said, with the whole Jim and Kath situation, where, you know, with Jim with the condom thing in his car thing, and you know, the suspicious talk from Kath, like this, I feel it's our fault. There will be those moments of blue balling, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Though, like I said, there's going to be a lot of interest with, you know, 50 characters to cross off until we find that one douchebag who deserves his balls ripping off. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to delve into this. I hope we do get to see a lot more focus. I mean, I don't want to take any... I mean, yes, the Latimers are really, really interesting. Especially the fact that Beth's helping out with... it seems like that sexual assault case as well. It seems, considering she's been given contact to, you know, Trish conveniently around the time this was all, you know, filed in and all that jazz. But yeah, Beth's going to be involved. But I do hope we do get to see a lot more of these, like, long focuses on Ellie and Alec. Because like I said, I was really, really, you know, hoping that the entire episode would just revolve around Alec and Ellie on this case and you know, set up the foundations. And then future episodes, I wouldn't mind, you know, visiting the other parts of Broadchurch. Not that was a con in this episode. I was just thinking, ooh, are we going to get, you know, a focus on Alec and Ellie? Apparently not, but I'm not complaining, because we've got to find out where other characters are at, like I said, with Beth helping out Trish, seemingly Mark and Beth are no longer a thing. We also got to see Daisy seemingly living with her father. So yeah, it's one of those burning questions, especially if it's been a couple of years. So I'm really, really interested to see, you know, how they do take this. I mean, you know, Alec and Ellie will always be the main story. It's just my assumption we were going to get an episode. By midway point, I thought, okay, well, they haven't took our eyes off this whole situation, so maybe we're going to get this. But I wouldn't be mad if if it turned out to be that case. But like I said, I'm not mad either with the fact that it did cut away to the other residents of Broadchurch, because we've got to see where they are at, and interesting developments have happened. That's what I love. Like, during a time jump, it seems there's some interesting developments gone on for characters. Like, for example, Series 2, Liz died in between the ending of Series 1 and Series 2, so there's all this surprising information to where the characters are and, you know, what's been going on since the ending of one season to the beginning of the other. So it's really, really interesting, and we got a lot more juicy information here, so neat stuff. But that was a really, really great start to set up for Series 3 of Broadchurch. I'm really, really interested to see how they do proceed this, you know, attack. Who's going to get his head kicked in. And, it should be very, very interesting to see how things go. I also love the banter, between Alec and Ellie, of course. I mean, their banters are always amazing. But especially since, Ellie gave Trish her number, Alec's face was just like, and then, Alec, you know, with the whole shit-face ordeal, it was really, really fun, so I just really loved it. But, great start for Series 3 in my opinion, and there should be a lot of interesting things, you know, developing. We'll just have to see how the rest of the series plays out, but I thought, so far, Series 3 is interesting. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!